It must be a collaborative effort between the churches, not just my church and the church down the road or a church up on the hill, but all the churches, because we are mandated by God, though, to go into the communities and preach the gospel. And preaching the gospel does not mean with a microphone just preaching, for God so loved the world. It is demonstrating the love of God and the compassion of God and the care of God. It is saying to the guys on the block that we are here because we care and we want to do something to turn things around. So when we go into those neighborhoods, we try as best as we can to meet the felt needs of the people. Because once they can see that you're willing to help them with a need that they have, they recognize that you're serious about their rehabilitation, you're serious about their lives being turned around, and you're serious about change. But it's one thing to go in there and preach, but it's very important that you be consistent. You preach, but you also demonstrate the love of God, and you give where you can. We don't have all the money in the world, but whatever we have, we're willing to share. We have been doing that, touching every avenue of society by giving whatever we can. When I worked in the prison, at times that the inmates would say to me, Rev Baird, I have not seen my children or heard from my girlfriend for so long, and I don't know what's happening. And I wouldn't tell that inmate, I'm going to pray for you, go to your cell and sleep well. I would leave him. Sometimes I leave the prison 6:30, 7 o'clock. And I'll go into the area where his children are, where his family are living. And I would find out what the problem was. And then I would take the girlfriend or the child mother to the supermarket, pack my trunk with all the groceries that they need, and take it back home. And then I could go back in the prison the next day and say to him, you know what? I did what I could to help you to a certain extent. That is what people are looking for. The hand that will reach out and touch and help and lift him up. When Peter and John went into the temple and they all prayed, the man that was there crippled, the Bible said that they reached out their hands and lifted him up. And that's very significant. It's one thing to talk, but we have to reach our hands out and touch and lift people in society up. And lift up those persons out there that are behaving in that way, criminally minded. We have to reach our hands out to them. So I'm prepared to talk about what they're doing. I'm prepared to criticize what they're doing. I'm prepared to condemn what they're doing, but I'm also prepared to reach a hand out and help them to stop what they're doing. And I'm prepared to go in the communities and in the blocks and do whatever it takes. And we've been doing that for years. I want to see the end of this fatal, this violent shootings of our young men, our sons, the seed of the nation being shot down in cold blood and their blood being spilled on the streets. As a mother of a son and many sons in my church, it burns my heart. It breaks my heart. And we got to do something to stop it. And I believe that what we're doing here, touching lives, touching people, can be a small way in trying to touch these young men and bring some change.